If you can see this, your mistakes do not define you. I have made, I feel like, some serious mistakes in my life. Some mistakes that are going to haunt me for the rest of my life. I made some serious mistakes this year, and it feels like I have this giant boulder sitting on top of my neck. And every day I try to chip away at the boulder to try to make it lighter, to try to feel better. It's hard when you make a mistake. Sorry, it's hot as hell in here. Just got out of the sauna. It's hard when you make a mistake. Because you feel really bad. And sometimes it's hard to let go of that bad feeling. I know for me it is. And I want to move on with my life. I want to not have this feeling of like guilt. But it's hard when you make a big mistake. It's hard also because you kind of find out who really loves you and who's really truly there for you. I made a mistake this year and I found out who my true friends were. Some people who I thought were my true friends who I've known for a decade found out I made a mistake and won't even talk to me. I have other friends who I've known for a while, know about some of the mistakes I've made. They may be disappointed, but they still love me and they still accept me. What I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to tell you guys is that you have to move on from your mistakes and you have to do better and you have to try your best not to ever make those same mistakes again, especially if there were mistakes that may have hurt someone, hurt others around you, let people down, disappointed people that you love, that loved you. I think a big part of this is just forgiving yourself and knowing that that past you who made that mistake isn't your current self and it's not who you're becoming. If you're trying to become a better man or a better woman after making that mistake and you know you did wrong and you feel remorseful, it's time to move on. And when I say move on, it's not about forgetting and you not caring, but it's just you got to move on with your life. And this is something I need to hear myself say because I'm not perfect. I watched some of these videos of these guys talking. It seems like they're like the perfect epitome of a man, you know, and they have their whole lives together and they're just spitting advice and it's perfect. I'm not one of those guys. I'm telling you right now, I struggle with a lot of stuff. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm still trying to figure out my life at 30 years old. It's a struggle every day. The days where I don't post videos, I want to post every day, but the days I don't post videos, it's because I feel so bad. I just feel depressed. I just feel like I'm not worthy of making these videos. I don't feel good enough to make these videos. So I'm glad I did today. And this one is about mistakes. And for the last few months, I've truly felt like there's been a giant stone in my throat, in my mind, in my heart, and I've been unable to kind of become the person I need to be. And I think that's a big reason why I want to do my best to continue chipping away at that boulder on my neck. And you may feel the same way about a mistake you've made, and maybe you still feel guilty about it. And maybe it's still affecting how you are and how you should be blooming into the person that you want to be. But I'm tired of holding my head between my knees and feeling down and always thinking about that and being affected by people's words and their criticisms. You know, I don't need to be accepted by anyone, and neither do you. If you've made a mistake out there, learn from it. And don't do it again. You understand what you did wrong. I understand what I did wrong. And we just can't make that mistake again. But don't let that mistake that you made define who you are, because it doesn't define who you are. Who you are is hopefully someone great. Hopefully someone trying to be the best versions of themselves. And if that's what you're trying to do every day, then don't worry about that mistake that you've made. It's just a mistake. And if we learn from it, it's okay. It's life. And it's so weird. This is almost like a personal diary because I struggle with this so hard. And like, I need to hear myself say this. Hopefully you guys are getting some benefit and value out of this too. I'm trying to be vulnerable here. I have fucked up big time with some mistakes. And the mistakes I've made, they haunt me in my nightmares almost every single night. And I got to let go of this fucking boulder on top of my neck. I'm doing it slowly, right? I wish it could happen faster, but it doesn't. It's just the way things are. So I know there's some of you out there that maybe have made a mistake, maybe recently, maybe in the last couple of years, that maybe is holding you back from becoming the person you need to be. And it's hard. It is so hard, and I do not have this figured out yet, and I'm not free of that stone. So I really resonate with any of you guys who share this similar feeling as me. It's hard to move past your mistakes. You feel like it's a part of you and it's going to haunt you forever, but it's simply not the case. Sometimes I'm worried about what people will think about me. But again, we can't be worried about people's acceptance or their criticisms. We just need to live our life the best we can and just not worry about what people think, right? Because oftentimes when you make that mistake, a lot of people will show you their true colors and how they feel about you. And we just honestly shouldn't even care, honestly. Because you know who you are. You know you're a good person. You know you're trying to be the best you. And let's learn from this and get better. Think of it as an opportunity, and this is how I need to think of it, as an opportunity to become a better, stronger individual, a better, stronger person. That's how we need to think of these mistakes that may seem so detrimental to our lives, like it does me. I am so not perfect. I am so not perfect. I've made some huge mistakes in my life that I wish I could take back, but I can't. But I also can't let this continue to depress me and make me feel like a piece of shit when I'm trying to do the right thing. Because it's like I'm trying to push on the gas, but my other foot is on the brake the whole time. It's on the fucking, what's it called? Parking brake, and I'm trying to put on the gas and I'm just barely moving. Sometimes moving backwards. Your mistakes do not define you. What matters is who you're becoming. Are you becoming a good person that treats others the way you would like to be treated? If you're doing that and you've learned from your mistake and you know you're not going to do it again, that's all that matters. But keep chipping away on the boulder that is on your neck. I need to keep chipping away on the boulder that has been weighing me down, because I know there's a really amazing freaking heart that wants to come out. But it's never going to come out if I keep feeling guilty about these mistakes and keep dwelling on what people think. Every day I get a little bit better. I can make a little bit progress. Some days I degress and I make less progress. I feel like I go backwards because I'm in my head. It's hard. It's difficult. But if you want to live a true, fulfilling life, I know we got to let go of those mistakes. We got to let go of those horrible feelings that we tell ourselves and those thoughts about who we think we are when we're trying to become the best versions of ourselves. If you're trying to become the best version of yourself, you have to let go of those mistakes. You have to chip away at that boulder every day, which I'm doing. A few months ago, I couldn't even make this video. I would just start crying and feel terrible. But I am getting stronger. I have good people in my corner that tell me similar things. And know who's in your corner, right? Know who's in your circle that is truly there for you. And you have to be careful because, like I said, I had friends in my life for 10 plus years who just can't forgive me or just look at me a different way and just want to gossip and all this shit with other people that agree. And then I have true friends that are maybe disappointed by my actions, but still love me, still know I'm trying to do my best, still know I'm a good person down deep. I don't know what mistakes you guys have made recently over the last couple of years that still may affect you to this day. But know that you are fucking worthy of moving on and enjoying your life and not having to think about any mistakes that you've made in the past. I believe in you and I love you, and we're all going through it. There's not one person who's unscathed by mistakes that they've made. Not one person. So keep trying to do better. Keep loving yourself. I think that's a huge one. Keep giving yourself love. And don't let those negative thoughts just take over your mind. Because with me, man, it's once I start thinking negatively, that momentum, it's like a big snowball. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and rolls downhill. So you have to be careful. I don't think you should try and force it and try to stop these negative thoughts, right? Because I used to try to do that. I used to try to stop these negative thoughts. Stop. If I think of something, I'm going to force it. I'm going to put pressure on it. I'm not going to think of it, not going to think of it. But now I'm learning, just let it come and let it go and just breathe. If you can see this, your mistakes don't define you. You're a great person and you're doing your best. And that's all that matters. Forgive yourself and love yourself today. It's like I'm talking to you and talking to myself because I don't really have anyone else to talk to. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. Whew, I already feel better. I feel like I can take a breath. I love you guys. I love you so much. If you have found any value in this video, please like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll try to put out videos every day. I really want to, but just know if I don't, I'm just, I just don't feel my best, and that's why I'm not. But I'm trying, boys, and I hope you're trying too. I love you. Have a fantastic day.